What's going on? It's your boy. I got a good video for y'all today. I know you see the title, be like, oh Lord, you talking about, he's talking about sex or whatever, but it's not even like that. But I have to cover this topic. I can't just keep going around it because, it's a natural, it's organic, it's real, it's a part of life. You know what I'm saying? None of us would be here if it wasn't for it. So, I you know how us Scorpios, we don't care about hitting topics that are kind of untouched. So I'm gonna talk about the more explicit, more, deep, intimate parts of the Scorpio, and talk about the topic that, a lot of people really want to know about is the sexual nature of the Scorpio, and I'm gonna go into that a little bit more deeper than I have before in any of my videos. So y'all just give me a second. Make sure y'all like the video, cause I didn't really want to just never do no video and just have be like, okay, God, by talking about sex, but it's something that got to be talked about. It's natural and it's real, and it's a big part of the Scorpio mystique. So I got to go into it, you know, and not, I enjoy it and I love, having it, but I just don't want to make it seem like I'm focusing in on it. So I kind of been avoiding the topic, but I'm gonna do this one for y'all because a lot of y'all ask me about different stuff like this. So I'm gonna go into this one. Just give me a chance to set everything up and then we can go ahead and get started on it. I appreciate everybody for coming in. Please make sure you like the video as you enter the chat room. It's real early, I know, especially on different parts of you know, the world and stuff, but I just want to do this one, go ahead and get it over with. I know everybody will come and check it out when they get a chance. Just give me a chance to set everything up. Hey, yeah, thank you, Happily Humble. I'm glad you did finally caught my live. I appreciate it. I'm just giving everybody a little time to come on in, but I'm gonna talk about the sexual organic nature of the Scorpio man and how deep does how deep does it get and how organic and how, sexual is it actually? Like, what is it about the Scorpio? What is it? Is it this or that? Why people say that? Why people always, have this mystique about Scorpio and sex. Why does sex always surround the Scorpio man? Why is he always being compared with sex or whatever? And I'm gonna go into that in details on different aspects. So y'all just give me a chance. I'm just giving everybody a little time to come in. Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna make it good as I possibly can. Y'all just make sure y'all like as y'all enter, and I'm gonna go ahead and get started. You know, a lot of people, us as Scorpio man, a lot of us get the reputation for being like this overly sexual, raunchy, um, freaky type of person, which is which can be taken out of context, which is normal. When you're in a relationship, you got to have, a certain open mind when it comes to the bedroom. You got to have a sexual relationship in order to keep the relationship to a certain part, especially if y'all gonna be together for a long time. But this is not how us as Scorpios are exactly. This is not how we are. It's not like on no. Yes, we can get raunchy and freaky or whatever, but it's not like based on like the reputation that we've been getting, and like the negative reputation of being this like almost like a sex fiend or something. This it's not like that. It's nothing like that whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand that us as a Scorpio man, we can go long times, long periods of time without sex. We can go for, we can abstain for a long time because we know that, energy is important. Energy, transferring energy, receiving energy is extremely, extremely important. It's extremely, you know, dangerous if you're not using it right. And that's one thing about us. We know that we can't mix with everybody. We can't share this with everybody. It's something that's extremely private. It's just something that's extremely intimate, and it's something that it should be taken, you know, seriously. And so when the Scorpio actually releases. And I'm not talking about every last Scorpio in the world. You'd be like, oh, my Scorpio not like that. No, but I'm not talking about every Scorpio. I'm talking about the more mature Scorpios, the more evolved Scorpios. Like a lot of us, we have to feel a certain attachment. We have to feel it has to be a deep connection. It has to be a honest loyalty. It has to be a extreme bond in order for us to feel for the sexual nature to reach its peak. We can still be sexual and not have a certain connection, but it's not going to be anything. You're not going to get the full sexual peak of the Scorpio's nature. You're not going to get that. So I'm gonna go into this one a little bit for y'all. Y'all make sure y'all like, is y'all into the chat room? I know some of y'all just coming in. Good morning, Gemini girl. Good morning, Silky S. Good morning, Joanne Lemon. Good morning, Goddess Ocean. Good morning, Carolyn Thomas. Good morning, Happy Humble. And whoever's in there, y'all make sure y'all like the video as y'all enter. I appreciate all the love. A Scorpio man, as me as Scorpio man, and other Scorpio man, we have a highly intense sex drive. Yes, a lot of people ask us things like this, like, yes, when people be like, do Scorpios have a highly intense sex drive? Yes, we have extremely high sex drive. And just like I said, I'm not going to say for every last Scorpio. I'm talking about for the more Scorpios that are very in tune with ourselves and very, in tune with our bodies, because most of us are extremely in tune with each other. It's in tune with women, in tune with our own bodies, in tune with how we deal with women. You know what I'm saying? So when you dealing with a Scorpio, you got to understand this is not, he's not only just intense in his personality traits, he's not only intense in his everyday walk of life, he's not only intense in his spiritual relationship with God. He's intense with his sexual nature, he's intense with himself as a man, he's intense with himself as his whole being. You know what I'm saying? He's very intense. Everything he do is intense. And especially in sex, we have extremely high sex drive. And it's not just because, we just these craving sex fiends, like I said before, but it's more like because it's in our nature. It's like everything that we do it has to be full throttle. We don't know how to do anything half throttle. And you got to understand we deeply intense. So we look at stuff in a more intense mode. So when it's like sex or anything, it's going to be extreme. We have to lay it all on the table. We have to give everything we got. And I just like I said, I know some people be like, oh, Scorpio, God body talking about sex and yada yada yada. No, it's not just based on just being. It's not what you think, but it's something that's I got to hit on. It's very important. It's real. A lot of people have it. That's how we got here, and I'm not scared to touch on this topic or whatever. I'm not scared to hit those stuff that is kind of awkward for people to talk about. It's not very awkward for me at all. And that's how most Scorpios are. We're not scared to say stuff that most people whisper and BS around the bush about. We just blurt out and say it. And when I mean an intense sex drive, and when I mean a high, strong, intense sex drive, I mean it's like one of those type of sex drives that can exhaust the female partner. It will exhaust you physically. Even if you're a physically strong and shaped lady, it will easily knock you. He will easily knock you out the box and take you there, without even blinking. You know what I'm saying? It's in our nature. Even us, a lot of times at young ages, we are very sexually in tune with ourselves. We are very sexually in tune with what we like, what type of women we like, how we want to please the woman. We like a lot of men, not bashing, the average man, but a lot of us as men, get to the point where, I'm gonna get off, it's gonna be like this quickie kind of thing. No, that's not how the Scorpio man is. We're not those type of people. We're not those type of men. A lot of men like, oh, she bad, I can get me a quick one off. That's not how we think. We think as far as I just want to perform. It's almost like an intense performance on stage. Like, are you doing an intense performance on Broadway where you just leave it all on the stage and you can get a standing ovation? Like, that's the type of sex that we like to have when we put the female before we put ourselves, because we know that we have extremely high sex drives. We know it takes a lot for us just to get off whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we know that we have to please the woman first. You know what I'm saying? We have to give her that pleasure first. You know what I'm saying? You can have all this connection, all this understanding, all this spiritual understanding. Yeah, you make you laugh. Yeah, he got this and that. But if you can't bring that sexual intensity, that organic intensity between you and your partner, it's not going to last. You know what I'm saying? Even if they have a certain love and admiration and respect for you, if you don't have that sexual intent, adventurous nature, if you don't have that sexual bond between your partner where you can pleasure your woman, it's not going to work out, or it's not going to last long. I see 17 y'all in here. Y'all hit that like button. I know a lot of y'all really be tuning in and really be forgetting, but y'all hit the like button, show me that love and show me that support. I appreciate it. Hit that like button. Make sure you hit it, you know, hit it, and then you can hit it while you watch. You got to multitask sometimes. You know, and the thing is that get a lot of women offbeat about us is that we come off as being so withdrawn and so laid back and so passive. Not even a passive aggressive, because that's not nature. We come off as being so emotionless at times and just not even, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we can seem like we're not even paying attention to a certain woman, you know what I'm saying? And once we finally, you know what I'm saying, link into that certain, we take it to that, you know, to the sex and to indulging in the physical sexual part of the relationship, like they be like, whoa, it's mind blowing, because you got to understand that this man's going to pull out everything that's in him. Like when I have sex, like I don't just be like, oh, I'm gonna just pump real fast. Like I dig inside myself, all my anger, all my passion, all my pain, all everything. I just pour it out into my sexual performance, into my sexual sessions with my partner. I don't hold back anything. Like I push past the cramps, the muscle strains, whatever. Like we don't hold back nothing. We not scared of anything. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that most men usually be, you know, beating on their chest about, we do it on a normal everyday basis. And you got to understand, when you dealing with this man, this is not for the sexually light at heart. If you type of woman that's real shy, not very confident in the bedroom, and scared to try new things, and scared to release, and scared to get a full throttle of a man with full strength and leave it all on the table, you don't need to approach this man. You don't even need to take it there with him, because we have extremely strong consistency in the bedroom. We have extremely strong sex drive. You know what I'm saying? Even if he comes off as being Mr. Nice Guy, Mr. Innocent, he could be a usher at the, you know, in the altar boy, and still have one of the strongest sexual natures you ever encounter in your life. He could look like Mr. Humble Henry, and still knock you right out the box and leave you breathless. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how we come. He's not the type that's going to do the foreplay as far as the telephone all the time. He might send you pictures. One thing we do, we might ask you for a picture. We might give you a compliment, be like, "Oh, you cute," and this. But he's going to be very coy about it. It's never going to be overly vocal sexual thing with the Scorpio. When we do talk, it's gonna be little to no talking. But when we do talk, it's gonna be sexually arousing you, and it's gonna hit you where it's almost like when you read those sexual novels and those sexual books. That's how we can talk to you. We hit straight to the point. We don't. It's not. You know, some guys try to be sexual with their women when they talk to them, and they come off as a turn off. But when the Scorpio talk to you, it's almost gonna be like he's serenading you. You know, it's almost gonna be like music to your ears. You know, and that's because we mean it. We don't say anything. Just like I said, we don't give false compliments, and we don't, and that counts for the bedroom also. So anything that you bring and anything that you don't bring is going to be seen. It's going to be shown. You know, and he's not going to hold back, you know. And one thing about us, even if you try to act like you lay there like a dead cow, sit there like a bump on a log, and you those type, almost, because Leos do having time, a thing with doing that. They could either be sexually adventurous and sexually wild, or the Leo can just sit there and lay like the lazy lioness, waiting on her king to devour her. Sometimes they do not do the extracurricular activities with the physical part. You know what I'm saying? There's different signs that do that. But most men, when it comes to that sexual nature, when it comes to being with a sexually, unenthused woman that really don't want to put in the extra work, they will get discouraged, or either they can't perform right, or either they can't keep themselves, hard or whatever. But when you're dealing with the intense Scorpio and his intense sexual nature, you got to understand that it's not going to affect us one way or another. You can sit there and lay like a dead dog, and he's gonna stretch you, bend you. He's gonna do all that stuff. You can try to lay all crazy and try to be as lazy as you want to. We're gonna flip you, turn you, pick you up, toss you around, flip you back over. We don't mind doing that. Okay, if you don't want to move your ass around, I'm gonna move your ass for you. I'm gonna stretch your ass. You don't think you can bend? I'm gonna show you how far you can bend. You don't know how much it's gonna hurt. I'm gonna show you. We gonna stretch. It's gonna be bitter. It's gonna be sweet and sour. It's gonna be sweet and sour. Pleasure equals pain. Yeah, that's all of us. That's what we represent, and we do like. And I will admit one thing about a Scorpio man when it comes to the sexual nature, we do not mind mixing the pleasure with the pain. A lot me and you will get that. You would get that. You would definitely get that. I can't really explain it. You got to have the experience for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you will see for yourself. Um, Let me see what hit. Our sexual nature is not the kind you use. It's not that kind of after the club. I done had too many shots of Patron quickie, a stroke for 20 minutes and I can't get it up no more type of thing. It's not that after the club smash or some sleazy quickie type of thing. Even if we have a one session with you, that's what it's going to be, a session. It's not going to be any short-lived sleazy ass forgettable type of average thing. When you're dealing with this man, you got to understand this is extremely intense. We're extremely passionate. So even if it's one encounter, you're not, it's going to be something that you won't forget. Once you find that full strength Scorpio, evolved Scorpio that's in tune with itself, you will understand. With us, it's very private, it's very sacred, it's very serious, it's very intense, you're gonna get those erotic, you know, all the erotic fantasies, all the erotic pleasure beyond your own imagination. We don't know how to do the regular, oh, okay, I'm just moving on, I'm just gonna get it off and I'm good. Nah, when you're dealing with this man, you're gonna have, if you're the type of person that just like to have casual sex or have average sex, this is not the man that you want to deal with. You might want to deal with the more like a Sagittarius. They good at doing more recreational sex and without the emotion or just getting off. If you want a man to just get off, then get you a Sagittarius or something like that. They like getting off and like Tupac said, they like to nut and get up. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be no big. You know what I'm saying? But when you dealing with the Scorpio, you got to understand that we the type you ever see like in the movies and stuff, like when they be in the cartoons, like when the woman trying to climb out the cave and she like and she get dragged back in. It's just like that. It's like once you come into the cave, once you enter the cave, which is the Scorpio bedroom, is no escape. It's too late to tap. It's too late for all that extra stuff. And if you if you talk a big game, he will put you to the test. Everything you say, you better be able to back it up because it will show. It will show. You know what I'm saying? And we the type that if you the type that keep tapping out and you the type that talk all the shit and can't perform halfway to what you talking and chumping up, he's gonna make fun of you, he's gonna laugh at you, he's gonna look at you, he's gonna make wisecracks at you, he's gonna be relentless when he rides you because you done talked all this stuff up, you done woofed all this stuff up, especially if you were like one of those teas, like if you just a big ass tease and playing around and talk all that stuff, that's why we don't do that talking. So if you're doing all that extra talking and teasing and you can't perform to and live up to half of the hype, he will find out after the first conversation because it's just going to show. Because you know the women that really have the best sex are the most intense sexual nature. They don't have to, they don't play games, they don't beat around the bush. With a woman, a full grown ass woman that wants something, she's gonna have it. She's gonna grab you. She's gonna let you know, hey, she's not gonna play 13-year-old games and bullshit around the bush and you know play chase and stuff like that. If you want it, you can come and get it. That's the type of woman that we approach. We like a sexually confident woman that's not scared to try the aphrodisiacs and the taboos and the stretching and the yoga poses, and like we do stuff like that. That's normal for us. We like stuff that would makes guys be like, oh, I never tried that. That's not going to happen when you come to Scorpio, man. You know, you're going to be the one that's saying, whoa, I never tried that before. Oh, whoa, this guy is mind blowing because we're going to bring it all. We leave it all on the table. We leave nothing left to be desired. We throw it all up there. Y'all make sure y'all like too. Make sure y'all like the video. Somebody, this one hater, you know, one hater is mad. He must be a virgin. Must be a 40-year-old virgin or something. Well, nice jacking off. Have a nice day. But it's a lot of, you know, it's a lot of, it's and that's normal. Like it's a lot of dudes and women that are sexually unevolved. It's a whole lot of people out here that are sexually unevolved. They have no stamina. They out of shape. They can't get it up. They talk all that sexual stuff, but they can't even last at all. Like it's a lot of guys they just don't understand. Like when it comes to sexual nature, we don't just do it. It's not just a physical sense. Like I said, it's spiritual, physical, mental, all that. Like we soak in all of the moment. We are deeply into it. Like when we have sex, we breathe, inhale and exhale. It's like you become part of us. You become one entity with us. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel like you're in a dream or in a fantasy because you will get wrapped up into our world. We wrap you into our world. We take you into our world because we leave everything in, you know, on the table, not just in the physical part, but inside, and we release it because sex to a Scorpio man is it's uh it's a form of communication for us. It's not like, oh, like a lot, you know, just be talking and talking. No, we don't do that because we know that the guys that can do it, handle it, and handle this, they don't have to do no talking about it. You know, a lot, you know, when I talk to my lady, like I would get the comments like, oh, you don't do a whole lot of foreplay talking and you don't do a lot of dirty talking. And, you know, I'm like, no, I don't do a lot of dirty talking, not because I'm some type of prude or something, but I don't do a lot of dirty talking because talk is cheap. You know what I'm saying? When you do all that talking and yapping, running your mouth, it takes the excitement away. It takes the mysterious away, the mystery away. It takes the you know erotic fantasies that can run through our mind. It takes it out. You know, it's okay to throw a little, you know, a little foreplay and, you know, play and, you know, be sexual with her over the phone. I talk to her, whisper things in her ear, but we don't do it. We just leave it. We show it in our actions. We prove it. We don't do all that extra talking. So if he's not being vocally sexual with you, don't worry about it. It's not because you're not attractive. He's not vocally sexual with you. It's because he's going to show it. If he's not being vocally sexual with you, but he at the same time, but he stretches you out like a rubber band. Every time y'all hit the bedroom, he stretches you like a rubber band. But he won't even say you got cute cheeks. It's because we don't do that. We don't do the talking. You know, we just do the walking when it comes to the bedroom, when it comes to our sexual nature, when it comes to, you know, indulging in sex or indulging with a woman that we're with. Let me see what's going on in the chat, bro. Hey, Mandy, CK. Hey, Yulia. Hey, Brittany John. Oh yeah, you got to listen to it when you're on break. Oh, I'm gonna put in. Hey, Miss Likeable. Hey, Carolyn. Make sure I got. Hey, Taco. I will call you Taco Lamb. I don't know how to pronounce it. Hey, Mommy of Angels. Yeah, I got. Hey, Kimberly Pickens. Like I said to anybody that's coming in. Hello, Kimmy. You got two Kims, Kimberly and Kimmy. Hey, hi. Hey, two Kims. Uh, hey, Taya. Thank you so much for coming in. Taya, I didn't know if you was gonna make it. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. I'm gonna put my link in for anybody that want to show me love before I continue. But like I said, I got to talk about sex because people be scared to talk about sex. That's why people out here be so weird and so sexually awkward and doing all this weird shit out here in this world because they ain't getting enough. They is not this country is not getting enough. They either overly sexualized or under sexualized. It's like it's no real sexual balance in this country. It's like what the hell? It's like people are either sexually weird, are sexually prudent, like they like awkward as fuck. It's like what the hell? It's nothing wrong with sex. How you think you got here? You didn't get dropped from a bird. I'm sorry. You are not Messiah. You wasn't carried in the manger. I'm sorry. Somebody was knocking the boots and sweating and having a good time for you to get here. Trust me. Trust me. Somebody was knocking them boots. Like my famous Scorpio big brother, rest in peace, Dino H Town, like you said, knocking them boots. Because that's how we put that. That's how we put it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are so scared and so sexually awkward. It's because they're undersexed. People are sexually ignorant, and that's one thing that about Scorpios. We're not sexually ignorant whatsoever. We're very in tune. We're very in tune with every kinky, freaky thing, and that's why when we become like that, it's hard for a weirdo or some low vibrational man to step to our woman because we don't leave those things unsaid and undone. We do that. Like a lot of guys get their woman taken from them because they scared to be sexually explicit with their woman. They want to be all coy. They want to be all PC correct with your woman in the bedroom, bro. Like, come on, man. You got to unleash sometimes. You got to show your masculine nature. You got to devour your woman. You know what I'm saying? You got to ice cream, man. You know what I'm saying? Vanilla ice cream. You got to lick it all up, man. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody gonna take your woman. Somebody gonna do it for you. If you don't do it, somebody gonna do it for you. You can talk all the shit you want to. You can make all the excuses you want to. Try to be sexually shy if you want to. Somebody, they gonna handle that. They gonna take care of that. All right. They gonna take care of that for you. You all right, bro. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be taken care of. If you don't know how to take care of that fat ass, somebody's gonna take care of it for you. Let me see. Gmail.com. And a lot of people ain't gonna tell you that, a lot of people ain't gonna tell you that. Some of your own people, your own family, your own friends, they're not gonna tell you that. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna tell you, oh, if you can bring all this stuff, you can read all these books, you can watch all these talk shows. But if you ain't fucking your woman right, they're gonna leave you. Twan, people always talking about all this Pookie and Ray Ray bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to mock black men or whatever. But Pookie and Ray Ray, most likely he's gonna be fucking your woman. You know what I'm saying? Because even though he's full of shit and got a bunch of crazy stuff on his record, he's gonna knock your woman's boots. He's gonna blow her mind. He's gonna blow her mind and break her back in. You know what I'm saying? You with all your wonderful degrees and all your fancy talk and your professionalism and your bow tie, he's gonna be butt ass naked in your bed, knocking boots with your woman because you're too shy and too silly to let go of whatever is in your head, you better get real with yourself and get real with your woman and make it happen. Oh, hey, Kimmy. Oh, yeah, Kimmy from the Caribbean. Much love to the Caribbean. Much love to Wayne Jasper. Hey, what's going on, Wayne Jasper? Y'all make sure y'all like. I'll be seeing y'all, a couple of y'all coming in. Make sure y'all like. Um, and just like I said, one thing about us, we can go for years and not have sex. You know what I'm saying? It's been times for long periods of times I would go without having sex at all. But it's already brewing. It's still there. It's still there. Don't think we just cut it off, but it's still there. It's brewing. It's like a hot ass stew that's been brewing for a long time. And it's still there, but we just not gonna just release to just anyone. He's not gonna be those type of individual that just release and be sexually active with just anybody. But if the desire is strong, the emotional connection is real, you know, and we understand each other, you will get the full throttle. You will get the real Scorpio man. He will release his full sexual nature to you, but at the same time, we will wait and abstain long periods of time because we know that, energy, just like I said, energy is important. Saving your energy is important. So think about it. Even though you might have your going through your little whatever and you not haven't found that woman, understand when you do find that woman and release all that energy and intensity and passion, he's going to release a lot because you got to understand this man doesn't abuse his body. This man is not the type to waste his time with just anybody. He's not going to be just sexually active with just anybody. So when he finally releases his sexual energy and his sexual passion on you, it's going to be overflowing. It's going to be exhausting. It's going to be overbearing because he's releasing everything that he's been pent up for a long time. We have a very controlled staying power when it comes to our sexual nature. We don't just do it just to be doing it. Let me see. I'm going to read y'all questions too. I'm just trying to get through this because if I would have waited a little bit, it would have been a little bit better off. But, people would catch up to it. People would catch up to it. Hey, Toya. Why do I keep attracting Scorpios? I'm a Cancer. Cancers, yeah, Scorpio and Cancers attract to each other. That's normal. There ain't nothing abnormal about that. There's nothing abnormal about that. Again, I like to thank all my new subscribers. And for those of you that don't know, like if you wanna hit me up or whatever, I put my emails in the link. If you wanna show me some love, my PayPal link is in there. I appreciate all the love. And a lot of times when we approach relationships, when we approach people, when we get into these relationships, he will come off as being, just like I said, he'll come off as being quiet on the outside. He'll come off as being very composed. But he gets to trust you, once that loyalty builds, once that, the mystery, the ice is broken, that quiet, shy exterior will melt into a hot, sweaty sex section. It will melt into a hot, sweaty sex session that you will never forget. That same man, that same quiet man, that same laid back exterior will start becoming this extremely passionate, extremely sexual, extremely organic man. Hey Jane Merrifield. Hey Golden Dancers. Because that's the thing that I say. We have an element of surprise when it comes to our sexual nature. We don't just, um, be all loud. We don't try to get all egotistical and walk with our chest out. We definitely have a strong will of self and a strong sense of self and a strong aggression. But when it comes to our sexual nature, we don't, toot our own horn, so to say. Just like the only reason I'm only talking about this is because I know a lot of people want to hear it a lot. It's not very talked about very often when it comes to our sexual nature. So I'm going to go into it. I'm going to touch on it. Just like I told y'all before, sex is like another communication for us. It's like how we talk to our woman. You know, it's how we get things across to her. If she feel that our love and our passion is not strong enough, once we have sex and once we indulge in a passionate love or whatever, she understands because it's a form of communication. It's a form of deep communication for us because it explains things that words cannot express. It gives her those things that she don't understand, and it makes her understand a lot more. Even if we are quiet, you know, just like I said, even if we are quiet and appear to be shy or whatever, you know, those breathtaking, backbreaking, sexual, organic, erotic sessions will show you how much we really truly desire you, how much you are very desired and wanted. Um, it's almost like we treat our woman during sex is almost like a favorite fruit. It's like your favorite fruit. It's like when it comes to our lady, we love when it comes to the lady we love and sex and passion. It's like a piece of fruit. Like we got to squeeze every drop out of it. It can't be nothing left in it. It's just like trying to make lemonade. We got to squeeze all the juice out of it. There's nothing that's going to be left. It's nothing that's going to be disappointed. It's not going to be any disappointments. We'll squeeze every drop out and devour it completely. You know what I'm saying? Once we find that woman that we desire is like our favorite food, our favorite fruit. We got to take every drop of it. We got to devour it completely. We're not going to leave anything left over for nobody else. We're going to devour the female completely. Let me see. Hey, Erica B. Yeah, sex is definitely communication for us. It's definitely another word of communication because, a lot of brothers try to talk. They want to be like, man, I can't get through to her and all this stuff. But they say all this stuff in words, but they don't know how to express themselves sexually to their woman. They don't know how to express, you got to have a both. You got to have a balance. It's okay not to, be solely dependent on just sex, sex, sex. Yes, that's understandable, but you got to have an even balance because if you just, leaving sex totally out the picture, it's going to deteriorate your relationship to the point, y'all not gonna be together anymore because it's an enormous part. It's an enormous balance of life. The birds, just like you said, the birds, the bees. You know what I'm saying? It's natural, it's nature, it's real, and it's organic. But it's a lot of miseducation on it. It's a lot of ignorance on it, and there's a lot of confusion on it. And that's why it's so much bullshit with it. But once you get the full grasp and understand how natural, how healthy, how rejuvenating it is, then you will get the full throttle of how much the Scorpio appreciate how we take it in. And just like I said, when it comes to sex, we lay it all on the line behind closed doors. Muscle pains, lack of stamina, lack of sex drive do not apply when it comes to Scorpios. If you're thinking of a man that can't keep up with you, lacking energy, lacking stamina, that's not the man. Scorpio is not that type of man. He will overdo it. He has an overdrive. You know what I'm saying? When we enter, we come with our A game. It's just like throwing on your helmet and cleats and jumping in the NFL. You're not gonna come in there with no half-ass game. You can bring your A game every time you hit the field, and that's how we look at hitting the bedroom. It's just like hitting the field. We're gonna make sure we get everything. Um, y'all, y'all, give me a second. And it even gets to the point of making our females love her tap out multiple times. We don't hold back. We don't leave anything unsaid. We don't leave anything undone. We leave it all on the table. He will leave it all there. He don't hold back. He ain't saving none for nobody else. He's gonna leave it all there. You will know definitely this man is deeply desired for you, has an extreme deep desire, extreme sexual passion about you. Um, just like I said, taboos, mysteries, all the kinky stuff is not gonna baffle your Scorpio man. It's not gonna make him feel embarrassed. It's not gonna make him, just be like, oh, I don't want to be with her. He's not gonna look at you crazy if you bring handcuffs or wear a kinky outfit with fishnet stockings. It won't intimidate him. It won't intimidate him. We're not the type of people that are sexually intimidated by any type of woman, even if you have the most boldest attitude, the most arrogant attitude, the most, flashiest attitude. Even if you are a sexually intimidating woman and have all the goods and some more stuff, we are not intimidated by the least bit. We only see it as an extreme challenge for us to take down. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? He is not sexually intimidated by any woman whatsoever. Um, because of our bold sexual nature, and any challenge you bring, you know, will be taken with no hesitation. He's not gonna, run away when you bring out the high heels. He's not gonna run away when you start going to the full throttle. Even after y'all finish and you be like, I wanna go some more, he ain't gonna be like, oh, baby, and make an excuse and stuff. He gonna be like, okay, you ready? You know what I'm saying? We those type of people. We don't hold back. We're not easily intimidated. We're not scared to indulge in our nature. Before I finish up, I'm gonna read some of y'all questions because I know it's a lot. I know it's quite a few of them. So let me see what y'all got. Who's the best? Mandy CK. Who's the best zodiac lover? What you mean? Like as far as what, Mandy? Let me see. And one lady asked me, she like, I'm a Sagittarius. Why do you think Scorpios, even though y'all say Scorpios are not compatible with the Sagittarius, why do I keep attracting? What is it about me that the Scorpios like? Then, you know, a lot of times we do like the optimism and the happy nature of the Scorpio woman. But if you want to just talk about the physical sense, um, even though we don't have a lot of in common as far as personality traits. If you talk about the physical sense, a lot of Sagittarius women are shapely, have thick legs, have big asses. They're very athletically shaped. They even if they're short in stature, they have a nice full figure built to them. It's almost like a water buffalo. There's almost it's just like that full figure. It's like they had the thick thighs and the big ass legs and big old butt. It's just like it's hard for us not to chase. That's what I think that's what makes the Scorpio man chase after the Sagittarius unknowingly, not realizing that we are not compatible with the Sagittarius woman whatsoever. It can work because anything can work with in the right sense. But when it comes to us Sagittarius women, it's her sexual appearance, it's her her full figure body. Like we love that. Like we love we love all types, but we don't really blend in as far as personality traits and stuff like that. But when it comes to the bedroom, yeah, it can be an explosive combination when it comes to the bedroom, but anything outside of that, it probably won't be anything. You know what I'm saying? Unless y'all can, compromise. If you can compromise and if the Sagittarius woman can stop bullshitting and stop playing around, stop being so distracted easily, stop being childish, and the Scorpio man can put his bullshit aside, we can stop being, so aggressive at times. Maybe it can work, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of Sagittarius, they don't have that willpower to stay in, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to our sexual nature, the Sagittarius woman is the physical, it's a deep physical attribute that leads us out to a Sagittarius. If PayPal is the only way to take donations, I'll wait till the video is over to set one up. Okay, thanks, Happy Humble. I appreciate it. Any love anybody show, I appreciate it. And if you need me to put the link in, just let me know if you don't see it. Um, let me say, if you ever had sex with, oh, okay, let me see. Everything he's saying is true. I'm an adventurous type. Scorpio man put in work. After they release, they ready to go again and again. Yeah, definitely, definitely. It's almost like the drill, like a drill master, like with extra batteries. You know, we don't have the heart to like just give in. Even if we're totally exhausted and totally gave ourselves out completely, we'll give that extra hour or two. We'll put in that extra work because it's supposed to be something that, you know, it's supposed to be a real exchange between, you know, two people. It ain't supposed to be something that's, you know, taken lightly or forgettable, or it's supposed to be something that's mind blowing. It's supposed to be something that's, you know, re-energizing. It's supposed to be something that's mind blowing. You know what I'm saying? It's not supposed to be something that's average or whatever, like whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's not supposed to be like washing your hands. It's not supposed to be something that's average and boring and repetitive. It's supposed to be explosive every time you hit it. Um, Sorry if this has already been said, but is Scorpio more attracted sexually to Sag or Pisces woman? Uh, it's a lot of it depends because you know it's it has to depend on the situation. It's so many variables to that question. It would be hard for me to simply answer that question because so many variables and so many factors that lie to that, you know. But I say as far as me as a whole, on a serious note, I think I mean Pisces, you know, Pisces women do have a sexual they have an extremely sexual erotic nature, but they have a elusive erotic nature where it don't appear, they can seem like something else and they can seem like they not even thinking about you, and they could be sexually fascinated and over the top with you, but they so here and there. But with a Sagittarius, I would say the sex will be explosive because Sagittarius, they're athletic, they're very competitive, and so the Sagittarius, even if she's worn out, her back hurt, her hair all wild, she will give it all she got just so she won't lose to the Scorpio man. She like, I'm not giving in. I'm going to give it all I got. I cannot let him have me tapping out, and because that's the competitive nature in the Sagittarius. You know what I'm saying? Um, and once you become used to our sexual routine, once you become in a sexual relationship with the Sagittarius man, with the Scorpio male, and start becoming routine to the point you used to him, and not as far as used to it, because you'll never get used to the mind blowing sex. It's gonna always be mind blowing. But once you get the routine of it and get the swing of it, where you're not tapping out every 5 seconds, where you're not tapping out at least once or twice every session, your body, you will start seeing the physical change in yourself in the most positive ways. Your skin will start glowing. He will start shaping your body because that's how physically active we are in the bedroom. Your whole body, your physical body will start changing. If you got if you're a little bit on the heavier side and losing and want to lose weight, once you start having those sessions, them passion sessions with Scorpio, you will start losing that excess weight. You will lose it. Every woman I ever been with that had a little weight, even if it was a little stomach or whatever, they just completely toned up. They completely tone up. Even if it's been weeks or months since you had sex with them, that like your body will continue to tone. It's like almost like a just like I'm saying, it's like a evolution. It's like the butterfly coming out the cocoon. You know what I'm saying? He will bring the sexual um, features out of you. He will bring the sexiness out of you, even if you don't feel like you quite all that. He will bring that out of you. You will see yourself starting to lose your stomach. You will see yourself starting to lose your arm fat or whatever. You will see your muscles starting to tone up. You'd be like, oh, girl, I'm starting to get a butt. I ain't never had a butt till I started dating this Scorpio, because we will physically mold you through our sexual transformation. Just like I said, it's not only is a spiritual transformation, it's a physical transformation. So He will physically transform you into a more shapely woman. Let me see. Uh, you missed the look, but I started so early. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could have did it. I wish I would have waited a little bit to have you know, a different, apparent audience or whatever. No, not different audience, but have more people be able to view it. But it's fine. I know more people will get a chance to view it and enjoy the video because this is a Monday morning. You know what I'm saying? And I happen to have a little bit of extra time today, so I just wanted to knock this out. I know people will eventually catch on and things of that nature, like because I never dated no specifically no way out of shape woman, but the women even when they were just regular, it's like they just become different. They start getting hips, they butt start getting because he's gonna physically mold you. All that attribute, all the stress you had is gonna be released from you. So when you don't have no stress on you and you sexually being satisfied, all that stress weight, all that excess weight, all that burden weight is gonna start falling. It's gonna seem like it's falling off of you. And I think my friend Scorpio Moon said this on her page one time. It's like once people hang around us and come around us after a certain period of time, they start physically changing along with us. They start becoming in shape. You can't hang around us and not be in shape, not no fully evolved Scorpio. You're gonna lose shape. I mean, you're gonna lose weight. You're gonna start seeing your six pack. You're gonna start seeing your collarbone. You're gonna start seeing your thin parts of your body that you ain't seen in years because he's gonna bring that out of you. We're not the type of men that try to deteriorate our woman. Any woman that we're with, we're gonna bring the best attributes out of her. We're gonna bring the most wonderful, physical, beautiful features out of her. We're gonna bring the best spiritual features out of her because that's one thing about Scorpio. We're just not in tune with you just for our own personal reasons. We want to be in tune with you because we want to see the best out of you. We want because we know once we get the best out of you, once you get the best, you get the best out of life. And if our woman that we're with is getting the best out of life, then she's gonna be happy. And if she's happy, she's gonna make you happy. You know what I'm saying? So it's all a domino effect of transformation in the most positive way. You know what I'm saying? Definitely in the most positive way. You know, and all that intense, passionate sex, all that stretching, muscle stretching, all that physically exhausting. It's going to take its toll. It's just like having intense aerobics when you're dealing with the Scorpio man. So it's not for the light at heart. If you're the type that's real lazy, if you're the type that's not really sexual at all, if you're the type that's really just more in your head, don't deal with this man because he's just going to walk out the door. Don't even try to approach him, what I'm saying, outside of a one night stand because he's just not going to want to be bothered with you. If it's nothing, if it's just all talk and you just want to stay in a box and want to keep it nice and boring, you know what I'm saying? That's not going to happen when it comes to a Scorpio man. It's never going to happen. Let me see. Yes, Gemini, Scorpio. I know I ain't gonna say that Gemini can work with it, but it's just they switch up so much, and it's just the inconsistency that leads us in the Gemini falling out because they so wild and they so. I had to step out. Godbody, did you respond to me? Oh, okay. Yeah, I responded to you. Happily humble. I said, um, just let me know. Just hit me behind the scenes. You make your PayPal or whatever. I appreciate it. Any of y'all that show me love, I appreciate that because it keeps me going. It keeps my page going. It keeps my equipment up. I'm able to recharge stuff. I'm able to update stuff. So nothing is being taken for granted. Everything is being used to push on forward. Just like Marcus Garvey said, you have to push on forward with time. You can't sit stagnated, blaming other people, blaming Shaniqua, blaming Pookie and Ray Ray, blaming the white man, blaming the Chinese man, blaming this person, blaming that person, blaming this establishment, blaming that person. You have to take hold of your own damn life and move forward with time. And that's how we are. You know what I'm saying? We don't stay stagnated, feeling, oh, it's just all hope is lost. I just don't know what. No, I'm gonna get my ass up and I'm gonna run full throttle, even if I bust my ass and scrape skin off my elbow. I'm running through. I'm gonna hit that finish line one way or another. I'm not gonna sit and be crawling on my fucking knees and begging, please. Hell no. I'm gonna get off my ass and I'm gonna run, even if it kills me, even if it kills me. And because that's the Scorpio nature, we'll give it everything we got. We don't leave nothing undone. Let me see. Let me see. Y'all, excuse me. I'm just writing the link in one more time, right quick. Just like people might say, like even if I walk out the door right now and dude probably look at me like, man, look, he got his hair all done. He probably like a pretty boy and all that. That motherfucker think he all that. He on that pretty boy shit. Look how sweet and soft. Like, bro, the only reason if you would have seen my shit before this, I only got it done so I could keep it up, so I can keep it going, because it's just like my spiritual nature, just like my art and anything. I have to keep it up. We're not the type that's gonna downgrade ourselves, look like trash in order to make somebody else comfortable. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be quiet in order to make him think we cool when he's fucking me over. I'm not gonna be quiet and let her stomp on my back with her stilettos, knowing she's being blatantly disrespectful. No, no, nah, nah. If everything that's done will be approached and it will be checked accordingly. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women clash with us because of this, because they're like, oh my gosh, y'all so relentless. And y'all, why don't y'all just listen sometimes? Y'all so damn aggressive. I know I got a mouth, but why y'all so aggressive? It's because we are men. When you're dealing with Scorpio, you're dealing with a masculine man. You're not just dealing with a man, you're dealing with a man that's in tune with his masculine nature as a heterosexual male. We're not you're not gonna stomp on us, you're not gonna do none of that new age stuff to us. None of that stuff is going to work. You're just going to end up getting your feelings hurt. You bring that new age crap to the door, Me Too, whatever the fuck they coming up with now, he will hurt your feelings. He will, because when you're dealing with a Scorpio, man, you got to understand, he's going to have the personality trait not like your brother, but it's going to be more like your father. Not even your father, it's going to be more like your grandfather. He has a very old school, very masculine, very stern way of dealing with bullshit. We do not play. We do not play whatsoever. Let me see. Um, like I was dealing with one of my cousins yesterday, and he been doing shit for a long time. And that's one thing people don't understand about us. We don't impulsively make decisions based on, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. So I'm a say something about it just to be an asshole about it. No, no, that's not us. We oftentimes will sit back and observe and see how far you'll take it, because a lot of times it baffles us, the audacity of people and how ignorantly bold they are with their ignorance and their disrespect. We don't do it because we don't do it because we have to let you get away with it. We don't do it because we're weak. We don't do it because we're delusional. We don't do it because we're stupid. We don't do it because we have any type of insecurities and scared to lose you. We don't do that. We want to observe you, because once you observe and learn from one situation, you start to master the nature of people, whether it's a female or a woman. You start to observe, not in a negative way, but I observe to see how how far they're gonna go with their disrespect, especially when you're not disrespecting them. You want to see how far people will take it, how far people will go. You know what I'm saying? And it got to the point where it's just like, okay, okay, the breaking point is here. And I said something to him, and just like I thought, I already knew he hated me. Don't think when we dealing with certain people that he be like, he probably don't he all in my he cool with me. He think we cool. He must be delusional and stupid. Nah, the Scorpio is just soaking you in. He's just studying you. And if you think he's not aware that you hate him, if you think that he's not aware that you plotting on him, If you not think you not, we see it. We see it. Oh, you saved the link? If y'all see the link, make sure you save it or whatever. If you want to show me some love, save it. You know what I'm saying? Copy, paste it, whatever. And I'll put my email in, whatever, after I finish. Let me see. What Delart? What eighth house moon rabbit? I'm trying to find out. Scorpio's like marathon head. That's the realest thing I ever heard. Uh, y'all going all over the place now. Let me that's one thing about us. We don't like we don't talk like that. Like it'll be in our heads, but we don't have to say that. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to say that, you know? Because if the lollipop is sweet, she's gonna lick it. It's gonna be licked. The lollipop is sweet, it's gonna be licked. I don't have to put it up there and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to do that. You know what I mean? LaRonda Daniels. It's kind of corny. It's kind of teenage. It's kind of immature. Like I don't gotta be like, hey, I like getting my, I like getting topped off on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? Can you hit me off with the top, kiddo? You know, no, we ain't like that. That's so corny. We not like that. Let me see. Paula Jones, hey Paula Jones, hey Celine Lopez. Uh, hello, I'm gonna watch from the beginning since I just came into the chat. Okay, thank you so much, Celine Lopez. Cause I know there's a lot of y'all, that Scorpios that watch my page. I know there's a lot of y'all that's been watching, that's still continue to watch, that just be quiet, that just don't say nothing. Like, so I appreciate, what I'm saying, I appreciate anybody that come in and show me love, because it keeps me encouraged. Let me know people care, people enjoying the material. It lets me know a lot of things. I know a lot of people don't, a lot of Scorpios don't really like big crowds, indulging in big crowds, but understand, when I'm talking to you, I'm talking directly to you. Even if I'm on a live and there's a bunch of people up here, if you ask me a question, I'm directly answering you. I'm not answering for to appear a certain way to people. I'm not going to give a politically correct answer because I'm on a live. I'm not going to act funny because I'm on a live. If you come in my live and say something to me, I'm not going to put you on the spot. I'm not going to be on no weird shit. You get me. And you ask anybody that ever had a direct contact with God by 2009, what you see is what you get. I sound the same way on the phone that I sound on my live. So you keep it 100 with me. I ain't got no choice but to keep it the same way. You know what I mean? You keep it real with me, I'm gonna always keep it real with you. Even if you don't keep it real with me, I'm still keep it real with you. I'm gonna just leave you alone. I'm not gonna be fake. Never that. That's not in my that's not my repertoire. Let me see. What sign is your best? When it Toya, what you mean? Like when it comes to the sexual nature, like what sign is the best? I said one of the most sexually intense relationships were, an Aries woman. We can also have intense sexual sessions with Scorpio, of course. Scorpio woman. Um, of course, that's gonna be up there too. That's gonna be up there. I can't even put them in over each other. I'm gonna just name the top ones. I'm gonna just say top. It ain't one over another. I'm gonna just say top Scorpio lovers that we are compatible with. The Sagittarius woman. I'm just saying sex. I'm not talking about anything else. We just talking about sexual compatibility. Um, it's gonna be Sagittarius woman, Scorpio woman, Aries woman. It's almost every damn one. But I'm talking about the ones I've seen that can just keep up and they don't get scared and they can just keep up with us full throttle. The Virgo woman, the Aries woman, the Leo woman, the Scorpio woman, the Taurus woman. They have a extreme threshold and they can endure a lot of pressure and pain. So I got to put them up there too because they got a extremely strong threshold and they don't tap out easily. So I gotta put Taurus on there. I can't sleep on Taurus. So um Do y'all love Cancer? Oh yeah, Cancers too. I forgot about Cancer. Do y'all love Cancers? I have a Scorpio now, and I can't read him. He loves me one day, and he's annoyed the next. Y'all know how y'all get, cause y'all know, Loranda, y'all know y'all Cancers are extremely moody. Y'all know, y'all get into y'all little cave until y'all, it's just like a crab. It's just like the crab. Once they get irritated and moody, they hide under that murky waters, and then you can't find them, and it gets irritating for the Scorpio. It's like, oh damn, we both too emotional. I'm emotional. She's emotional. It's like, oh God. Let me see. Hey Aim, nice to see you. Hey Wendy. Y'all make sure y'all like the video for the ones that are just coming at Latia King. So I have to be consistent in what way? Uh, are you a Sagittarius, Latia? Latia King? I don't know if I'm saying it right. Apologize if I'm saying it wrong. Are you a Sagittarius? If so, I mean consistent. When I mean by Sagittarius woman being inconsistent, they get distracted easily by things of this world. They get distracted by fake friends, fake people, and they don't realize we'll be the same type of people that put our life on the line. We'll rather die with a Sagittarius if they had a loyal nature, but they just don't. They don't have that staying power. They'll easily get up and walk away, and never come back. It's like how you expect loyalty when you don't give loyalty in return. That's not realistic. That's not logical thinking. Where is the logic in that? Um, consistency in the bedroom. Um, the Gemini. No, I just feel like the sexual nature is always gonna be strong between us and the Gemini. It's just we just get confused by the Gemini because they'll be one thing one day and they'll come off as though they don't care another day. Then they'll come off hyper one day, then the next day they're emotional, the next day, then they're angry the next minute. Not even the next day, it could be the next second. One conversation, they crying about this deep situation. Next minute, they talking about what happened on the Maury show and laughing, and they crazy as fuck. They good people, but they crazy as shit. We crazy too, but they a different kind of crazy. Let me see. I think I need to talk to you personally. Can I? Can I? Okay, let me put my email in because I'm gonna hit this last point. This last point gonna be the one of the best points to me. I think y'all just give me a second to put in my email. Then we gonna go ahead. I'm gonna jump into that one, and this is gonna be about the sexual sting. I'm gonna talk about the Scorpio sexual sting. Everybody always think about the sting. They think about bad revenge, yada yada yada. I got to go into the sexual stinger because not just used for revenge. And I'm gonna talk about the sexual sting. The stinger don't just represents stinging and harming somebody. The stinger also represents the male sexual organ of the Scorpio male. So I'm gonna go into that. Yo, you already know what I mean, huh? It's self-explanatory, but I'm gonna go into it. I'm still going into it for y'all. I'm still going into it for y'all. Y'all just give me a second. I'm gonna go into it for y'all because it's pretty good. I know my boy told me I need it, and I ain't forget. I'm still gonna write a book. I'm still gonna write a deep book because it's so much stuff I'm leaving out. It's so much points I want to hit that's too explicit for this platform. So I got to write a book. I got to write explicit, deep book about my escapades, my stories, the taboo, the crazy, wild, kinky stuff. I gotta give y'all all that. I can't do it on the video like I want to. So I'm just gonna I'm just I'm fucking with y'all right now. But I'm gonna give y'all the real thing in the book. I'm gonna write one of those type of books. If you can't get your woman in the mood, let her read a page of my book. She'll be ready after she read a page of it. Let me see. TTPS. This is my link. If you want to show me some love again, that's my link. If you want to contact me, those are my emails. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the Scorpio stinger. Like a lot of people, when they think about the stinger, they thinking about, oh, it's revenge, or the stinger is only used to harm somebody, or the stinger is only used for bad. But no, the stinger actually represents the male sexual organ, which is the stinger. And you got to understand, 10 times out of 10, once we hit you with the sexual stinger, it's just like being stung by a real scorpion. It's going to paralyze you. It's going to sexually paralyze you. Once you inject it with it, it's going to sexually paralyze you. It's going to send tingles down your spine. It's going to send that pain, that pleasure. It's going to give you goosebumps. It's that type of sting that's going to give you goosebumps. And that's why when women, once you get that sting, it's hard. You're not going to be able to shake. Once you get that full, strong sting of the Scorpio, of love, you're not going to be able, it's going to be hard to get him out your head. It's going to be hard to shake him off, even if he gets on your fucking nerves and you don't, and you be talking mad shit, and deep in your head, you're going to really be infatuated with him. You ain't going to be able to shake him off. You ain't going to be able to compare him to anybody else, because he's going to inject you, and he's going to sting you. He's going to lead, he's going to definitely give you something you never experienced before. He's going to send you almost into a blissful orgasm. You know, that type of toe curling, tingling, pleasurable stuff that you just can't shake off, that you could just close your eyes and just smile to yourself while you're having a bad day at work. You can just think about it and just close your eyes and just be like, you know what I'm saying? Because he's going to be he's that type of man that leave an impression on a woman. He will leave his mark on you. You know what I'm saying? Once you get that full throttle, get you a nice full young Scorpio male, you know what I mean? Even the older Scorpio male, like we leave it all on the table. He would definitely hit you with that stinger, and that stinger is nothing to play around with. So if you're not ready to be obsessed, if you're not ready to be totally in love with the man, if you're not ready to be obsessed with the man sexually and feel like a 16-year-old schoolgirl again, you don't need to deal with us. If you want to be all fancy and composed and in control, you're not going to be, after he hits you with that stinger. All that tough ass talk is going to go right out the door. Even if you're tough, you're going to think about that Scorpio sting, and it's going to melt your whole composure all over again. You could be the most toughest businesswoman ever. He will melt you down like a piece of butter. But let me see, make sure I hit all that. And so, just like I said, it's so many parts, I can't go all the way in deep, but this is just a little something for y'all. But I thank y'all so much for all the support. I thank y'all for coming through, even though I know it's a Monday, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Monday after the holiday. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Put this over here. I appreciate all the love. I thank you so much. And please like the video. Make sure you share. Excuse me. Like I said, if you want to show some love, my PayPal links is in the chat. I'm gonna definitely leave it in the description. Not in the description. I'm gonna leave it in my comments, and you'll see it. I'd like to thank y'all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to comment and you don't really like being in the chat, just make sure you comment. Just say a couple of words after the video. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate the support. It means so much to me. Thank you. Thank you. I love all the ladies. Big kiss. Thank you so much. Thank you to all my moderators. Thank you, to Taya. Thank you to Yulia. Thank you to everybody. And thank you for all y'all that's been consistent with me, that ain't played funny with me. Cause it's been people that been here, that was once here, that's not here no more, that was funny as hell, that was weird, that played funny and flaky with me. And like I'm just like in real life with this, man. It's like either you're gonna be consistent with me and rock with me, or you're not gonna rock with me. You know, that's cool. Either way is cool. But thank you for those that's been true to me, that's been loyal to me, that's been supportive of me, that's been believing in me. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. It's never unappreciated. And all my big brothers and dogs that's watching this, and little bros and all that, pounds to you, slap, 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 half thighs, much love. I appreciate it. Thank you from another brother. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much, because you could be watching anybody, giving anybody support. Thank you. I thank you so much. Yo, thank you for that. Yo, yeah, I finally hit 2,000, and I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even be looking at that, but I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the support. You know what I'm saying? I thank everybody, because I look at you as individuals. You know what I mean? Just as you look at me as an individual, and I respect that, and I love y'all so much for that. Thank you so much. I love y'all. If you didn't watch it, make sure you watch it from the beginning. Check it out. If you ain't seen my other videos, go back and watch my other videos. Go look through my catalog. I got so many videos. So check me out. Show me that love. I love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. If you want to reach out to me, reach out to me. I love y'all. Have a wonderful day. Like I said, be careful, be peaceful, be blissful, and be blessed. Peace.